Hello, everyone. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and I'm coming to you today. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. But I came to bring you more catch up on Tiffany Henyard, or the lack of the super mayor, or whatever you want to call her. Okay. But I'm coming to bring you more. But before we get started, let me go ahead and get the house rules out of the way. I want to welcome everybody to the Pink House. All right. And if you can do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. That like button helps keeps me in the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. If you can do that for me, I'm going to go ahead and thank you for doing those two things right now. All right. So let's go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. All right. Now, you know, it's Valentine's Day, so I'm going to be, everybody got to be nice and do what you're supposed to do. Just mind your own business. Okay. But there was a special meeting going on. Haven't been that long ago. No, just 7 days ago. Okay. 7 days ago on the 7th. Today is the 14th. Okay. But regardless of that, I'm bringing it to you now. It was no Tiffany Henyard. Do y'all want to know why? She wasn't there. She wasn't there. No Tiffany at the meeting. Okay. But anyway, Termination Day. Termination Day. No, this happened on the 6th, not the 7th, on the 6th, okay? Today, I'm just getting close because it's Valentine's Day, okay? But anyway, February the 6th, it was reported on the 7th by the Lansing Journal, okay? That's when they reported it. The Lansing Journal reported it on the 7th, but it happened. The meeting was on the 6th, okay? I knew I had one date right. The reporting date, not the date it happened. But 2 people got terminated. Yes. And I'm not going to tell you. You should have read my thumbnail. Would some more? Oh, yeah, I said I'm going to tell you. But let me go ahead and just show you the video. I'm just going to show you the video. Okay. And remember, that information is going to be down in my description box below my video. Okay. Down in the description box for the Lansing Journal below my video. All right. So here we go, guys. Now, remember, before the meeting gets started, this will not be on mute, but sometimes you may not hear no audio because they're not speaking at the time. You got to wait until they start speaking. So sometimes they may just be walking around or sitting there doing things, but they're not speaking because they're not. That's why you don't hear anything. But as soon as somebody starts speaking, you will hear. Okay? So just hold on. Just sit down and hold up and hold on. Here we go.
From the Lansing
Woods and William Moore.
Yes.
Right. Kamal is Tiffany Henyard's boyfriend and was also was hired at the township to develop a youth program.
Right.
It's not exactly clear. And then, Melanie, what was William's role?
I've heard him called executive assistant. He brought the water bottles in for every meeting and distributed the board packets and things like that.
Definitely a divisive character at the Thornton Township meetings, getting into it with residents, arguing very loud and, sometimes
not a peaceful presence.
Not a peaceful presence.
Well, she said a divisive person.
Distributed the board packets.
I like that one. I like what she said. Getting into people and everything. Oh my God. Let's just watch, okay? Because I swear they cracking me up on this. I love it though.
Packets and things like that.
Definitely a divisive character at the Thornton Township meetings, getting into it with residents, arguing very loud and, sometimes
not a peaceful presence.
not a peaceful presence. And then Kamal was undoubtedly one of the people involved in last week's big fight at the Thornton Township building after the meeting. And that was one of the reasons that trustees called out for his dismissal, saying Trustee Stephanie Wiedemann said that they have certain expectations for decorum among
This was
township
in conversation
employees.
after the meeting.
Correct, in
The meeting itself,
conversation.
none of that was mentioned, but
Right. It
trustees
was very
didn't hang
straight.
around afterward to talk to the media.
Yeah. So that's what we learned. They're terminated immediately after last week after last week's closed session. They were put on administrative leave with pay, and we learned that was a little bit of a protective move from the township, just to make sure everything was
Taking the right steps.
that they were following the right steps. So they went into closed session at this meeting. We should mention that Supervisor Henyard and Trustee Darlene Gray Everett were not at the meeting today.
Correct.
So they would not have obviously been in closed session to vote or argue on those dismissals. So it was just the three trustees. Trustee Gonzalez ran the meeting.
He was supervisor pro tem for the meeting. And so the big news was these terminations, but the budgets were also on the agenda. And Trustee Wiedemann wants people to know they did not vote on those tonight because she wants people to have an opportunity to review those budgets. So those are posted online. They're on the Thornton Township website. We also included them in our post of the agenda.
Right.
We can repost those as well. She's inviting people to review those budgets and
Offer questions.
She wants to be very transparent.
Right.
Just a quick note of explanation here from Melanie. Earlier in the day on February 6th, a press release was shared on Facebook letting people know that some changes would be made to enhance safety at the special meeting. The meeting was held in the small upstairs boardroom, and only board members, the supervisor, and media were allowed in that room. The meeting was still open to the public, but members of the public were directed to the larger room in the lower level, and tech was set up so that people in each room could see and hear what was going on in the other room. The township attorney participated remotely as well. So you can see at the beginning of the video here that the tech guys are setting things up to accommodate that arrangement. I did go down to the lower level at one point to see how many members of the public were in attendance. It was a small crowd, fewer than a dozen people, and no one signed up for public comment. So even though public comment was added to the agenda, there was no one who participated.
Okay, yep, there you go. We thought we lost you for a second, attorney. Okay, we would like to call the Thornton Township Board of Trustee meeting for Thursday, February 26th to order, please.
4:18 p.m. Trustee Gonzalez,
Present.
Trustee Carlisle,
Present.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Present.
All right, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, I know we missed putting public comment on here, but I would like to make a motion to add public comment at this time. I'll second.
Okay, roll call for Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, attorney, I have a question. Because trustee Gonzalez is running the meeting, do we have to make a motion to appoint him as the chair?
Yes,
So I'll make the motion to appoint trustee Gonzalez as the chair for the meeting today, Thursday, February 6th, 2025.
I'll second. Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
motion passed.
All right, thank you. Yes, if I could, it was a mistake that public comment wasn't put on the agenda. However, obviously, we do want to hear any of the public who wishes to make a comment. We could do so now. But like I said, it was an error, not something intentionally was done. So we could go ahead and do that now and then, proceed.
She's going to.
Okay. All right, also, since we got a minute or so, as you can see, we're missing a few people, but that's okay. So it may be a little messy as far as just getting going. But we've got some business to do. We'll take care of that, and hopefully it won't be a long meeting. And we'll take it from there.
I have to poop, but it feels stuck. Stop!
Okay, so nobody signed up for a public comment, so we'll move on. The next item is old business. Under old business, we have 2 items.
So I have a question about these items. Are we just discussing the items tonight? And then we'll make, a decision at a later date? It's just for discussion purposes?
Yep, that was my understanding as well, that we'll put them on for discussion, and then we'll take a vote at a later time. So do we want to, how do you guys want to do it? Do we do first and second and then any discussion, or do you just want to leave it for closed session?
if I may, you can do a motion just to call it for discussion.
Mhm.
If the board does not intend to take any action on it. The agenda item listed on the agenda does allow for action to be taken, but if the intention of the board is simply to have the discussion, that is allowed. Just do a motion to call the item for a discussion, have that seconded, and then begin the discussion.
Okay, and then after that, we could, whatever action, meaning whether it be tabled or whatever, we could do that after the discussion on both items.
Correct. If you wanted to table it to the next board meeting, you could certainly do that, or to some other date certain, or just table it indefinitely. Obviously, I think you guys want to have it on the next board meeting or at a board meeting somewhat near future. So, suggestion.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll make a motion to discuss the revised 24-25 budget for general assistance. Ordinance number 24009.
Second.
Okay, so one thing I do want to discuss, one of my biggest
You
things.
gotta call the roll.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Just wanna make sure. Yep.
Okay, trustee Wyman,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor pro temp Gonzalez.
Yes.
And if I may, just to be clear, that is not a motion and an adoption, that is just for discussion,
It was a
just for the
motion to
purposes of the
discuss.
record.
So, I just wanted to give the public this opportunity to see an accurate budget. The revised budget that they're proposing is on the township website. If you go, in the upper right-hand corner to the drop-down bars, there's a drop down there that says financials. If you click on that, all three of the budgets that are being proposed are listed there. I have been working, I've had some emails, some back and forth with the finance director who has been answering questions and, you know, things along those lines. So for me, this was more an opportunity for the public to have a view of what is being proposed and then have, although it may be a small time frame to ask questions, to still be able to ask questions and you know, kind of have an understanding of what's happening here. So, you know, everybody, we know, you know, during public comments, there may not be answers, but I do have an email address. I would always be more than willing to answer questions. So I'm available at any time.
Right. Good. Any other discussion?
So now we make a motion to table item 1.
If that's the action.
So, sorry, correct, yes, I was muted.
So I'll make the motion to table the adopted revised 2024-2025 budget until to a later date.
I'll second.
Okay, trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee, it's Wiedemann, right? Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
and supervisor pro tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
I'm sorry, one quick question. When was that table till? I couldn't hear.
But you said until, she just said until a later date.
Okay, thank you.
Is that okay? We're able.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, you guys can just put it on
Yep.
a future agenda. It gives you a little bit of flexibility.
Yeah, correct, because the meeting's next week, so I'm not sure.
I didn't want to
You know, yeah, we don't want to box ourselves in like that, so, okay. Definitely.
Understood.
I would like to make a motion to table the budget for general fund, budget number 24010 until a later date.
Second?
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor pro tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
That motion passed.
All right, next item on the agenda is closed session.
I'd like to make a motion to go into closed session.
Second?
Do I have to say the to discuss thing, attorney? Should I include that? Yeah,
No.
okay.
Yes, you have to include everything for closed session.
To go into closed session to discuss hiring, discipline, performance, compensation, and the dismissal of certain personnel, legal counsel, real estate matters pending probate or intimate litigation.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor pro tem Gonzalez. Okay, going into closed session at 4:28. PM. Oh, okay, yes.
Let's go. Getting all these people off my life.
Why are women everywhere choosing Tri-Sculpt for
And so they hung the drone photo. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's on the front page. I'm like, it's a fake building. Oh my God, what are the odds? Like, the two biggest front pages I read ever is an empty lot. I took a photo of it. So.
That's cool.
We are back from closed session. It is 5:05 p.m. Motion to.
Yeah, motion to come back to.
I'll make a motion to resume the regular board meeting.
A second. That's cool. But for you, it's 2%.
Okay, trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Right, so now we are on item 6, action coming out of closed session. Is there a motion?
I would like to make a motion to terminate effective immediately Kamal Woods.
Second.
Okay. Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Is there another motion?
I would like to make a motion to terminate effective immediately William Moore.
Second.
Okay, trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Right, next we have item 7, adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting, or is there, anybody have anything else to say?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
supervisor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Yes, meeting adjourned.
5:06 p.m.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
By the way, if you appreciate local news like this, especially if you are local to Lansing, Illinois, you should subscribe to our local news email. It's free and it helps us and it helps you too. Subscribing is the most consistent and convenient way to get all the local news we publish. It doesn't depend on algorithms or SEO or other high-tech voodoo. It just shows up in your inbox for free every morning. Click on the link in the description below or on the QR code on the screen somewhere and sign up today. Thank you.
Okay, guys. We got another meeting under us. And in this meeting, before they adjourned the meeting, two people was terminated. I don't think one of them may not be happy at all. Really, really unhappy. Okay? But both of them is going to be very unhappy. But one of them, ooh. Yeah. That's a boyfriend. Tiffany's boyfriend. A fiance. A husband. Whoever he is. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching another video. Okay? And that's all I got for you guys. Y'all have a good evening. All right? Bye-bye.